What is the number one thing with SEO that makes the biggest difference for my site's ranking? Nowadays, I still think it's backlinks. And backlinks are when other websites link to you. And I've given this example before just because it's the easiest one I know. When it's like when a website links to you, let's say the New York Times links to your website. Google knows that the New York Times is an authoritative website. And because they have so much authority, Google pays attention to who they link to. So if the New York Times puts a link from their website to your website, then Google looks at that link and says, okay, well, the New York Times is authoritative. They're not going to just link to any old spammy website. So this website that they are linking to must have some sort of authority. So that boosts up your overall authority or your overall page rank. And that happens on many, 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 many different levels. There's a lot more factors that go into it than just that, because obviously not everyone's going to get links from websites as powerful as the New York Times. But Google does look at a few different things with links. First of all, it looks at, I mean, truthfully, there's so many different things that Google looks at just in ranking a website, and then even the little nuances like how many links you have and what types of links, and are they do follow or they no follow, how many other links are on the website, outbound links. Like that's one thing. Like it used to be like people would want really powerful links, so they would do these scholarships, and I'm sure there's a lot of law firms out there that have scholarships. So what you do is you create a scholarship, and then you contact all the colleges, and you say, hey, we're running a scholarship that we'd like to offer to all your students. Just link to our website, and that would get you links from .edu websites, links from college websites, and those are really, really good links. But the problem is a lot of these colleges will link to they'll link to 5,000 different scholarship pages. So one problem there is that if you look at the actual page, it has 5,000 outbound links. Well, whatever authority is going to come from that link from that website, it gets divided by all of those links that are going out. So the link juice, so to speak, is really, really diminished. But the bigger problem is that if there's a situation where it's a website that's linking to a lot of different things like that, you could run into Google penalty issues. And that actually happened. There's I think it was Christmas Day of, what year are we in? We're in 2019. Christmas Day of 2017, I think. Google rolled out something called the Banhammer update, and basically that really penalized a lot of these websites that were relying on scholarship links. So, links are really important, and they can increase the website and the ranking of your website, but they also can hurt your website depending on where they're coming from. So links are very, very, very it's really important that you don't just go out and just buy links or anything like that unless you actually know what you're doing. A lot of SEO companies really don't even know what they're doing, to be honest with you. But what I usually look for in a website is I usually try to look for an authoritative website that actually gets real traffic. If it's a website that doesn't get traffic, it's usually not that great of a link. I look for websites. I try to get links on pages that rank on the first page of Google for some search terms, because if it doesn't rank on the first page of Google, then Google doesn't think it's that important. I look for links that are relevant to what I'm linking to. So if you're a car accident attorney and it's a website all about soccer, that doesn't make any sense. But if you're a car accident attorney and it's all about back injuries or something like that, that makes more sense. So I try to make it relevant. And then the other thing also is local relevancy. So that's the one instance where you can have a website that's all about soccer. So for example, if you go to your city and state and search, Baltimore youth soccer, and then you can donate to a lot of these organizations, and they'll give you a link from their website. So if you're a Baltimore DUI attorney and you have a link from a youth soccer organization in Baltimore, while that website is all about soccer, it is also relevant to Baltimore. So you're going to get that local relevancy like that. So there's a lot of different things like that. I mean, truthfully, Google has I don't know how many hundreds of algorithm, how many pieces to their algorithm there are now. But then there's also the local algorithm, and then there's the organic algorithm. So there's two different algorithms. But I think that links are probably the biggest thing that are going to make a difference with your website. If I had to boil down to one thing, that might not always be the case, but I think that's my gut feeling right now on it.